Hi, I'm Abby McHugh-Griffa, Executive Director of the Climate Solutions Accelerator. And I have just returned to work from a sabbatical that started in early May. Offering our staff the opportunity to take a sabbatical after they've been with us for at least 5 years is something we have just started doing. So I'm the first person who has taken advantage of this policy. And it's part of our quest to become a regenerative organization. And indeed, I would say it was quite regenerative for me. Now, are my batteries fully recharged? Definitely not. I would have needed more time for that. But it was fantastic to have the opportunity to step back from the daily grind and do some, deep work and just processing of all the ideas that have been swirling around in my head for many years at this point. So the purpose of my specific sabbatical was to learn how to tell my story effectively. I've been doing this climate advocacy thing for about 11 and a half years now and have certainly learned quite a bit over that time and really have just, fundamentally changed as a person for the better, I would say. So learning how to share that both in terms of what went well, but also what really did not go well, where I have, stumbled, so that hopefully others can learn from both my successes and my mistakes as they also hopefully commit to this process of, that personal transformation as well as, being part of this broader movement to co-create a better future. So the deliverable of my sabbatical was intended to be a book proposal, and it still will be, but I haven't actually finished it yet. I'm about, probably 92% finished with that proposal. But I was quite naive going into it about what it actually takes to write a book proposal. So hopefully by the end of the summer, the proposal itself will be done. And then of course I have to write the book. But I am feeling quite good about kind of how it's shaping up. It's definitely not just about climate change. It's about, kind of how climate change intersects with other issues and really looking at what are the root causes of all these different challenges that we currently face, and what does it mean for an individual person who wants to be kind and responsible and do their part, and then what are some of the interpersonal challenges that can arise when you as a person are trying to push for climate solutions or push for a more equitable regenerative world, and other people might be kind of more comfortable with the status quo. So it's that personal story woven into kind of the broader picture of looking at what are these mental models that are holding the problem in place. And so regarding mental models, that is also the work that we are doing in the context of the Regenerative Futures Lab. Now we're just a few months into this new program, I guess we call it a program, and I'm really excited about how it's shaping up. It is a space where we can come together and explore big questions, really think about what does it mean to responsibly opt out of the extractive economy and invest our time, our energy, our money in the burgeoning regenerative economy, and to unpack those problematic mental models that would get in our way and just make it hard for us to be, kind to other humans. So it happens on the second Thursday of every month, rotates time, so take a look at the website to see, when the next one's happening. But we dig into these big questions. We look at, specific things in our lives, things that people do every day. And are they regenerative? Are they extractive? Are they somewhere in between on that spectrum? And really have some rich conversation around that. And my sons attended the first session with me and are eager to attend the session that's going to happen tonight as well, which I was thrilled about. I thought I was just going to have to drag them along. Turns out they want to participate. And it could be the snacks. We are starting each session with a bit of a potluck. But I think they were also energized by, just the opportunity to have conversations that you're not going to get to have in most other spaces. So if you have young people in your life who you think might enjoy it, my sons are 9 and 11 years old, to give you some context on, anything above that I think would be fine. Younger than that, maybe less so. But we as adults, we need to unpack these mental models, and we need to support young people in learning how to think differently and kind of break out of some problematic cultural norms. So I will, over the coming months, continue to update you on the book and share some of the ideas that I'm processing and developing as part of that. And I also hope to see you at the Regenerative Futures Lab, where we can have these conversations together. Thanks so much.